Hi Collective, welcome to the channel. I'm Crystal, Divine Psychic Medium, and delivering messages to you from the higher realms. So we're going to get right into a tarot reading with the energies of 813. I was already meditating on the energy and looking at it, and it was so beautiful. I'm like, I just need to start this reading, because as it was unfolding in front of my eyes, it was so beautiful. And I feel that this is going to give like somebody all the answers for why things have been happening. For a lot of you, you've been feeling a lot of chaotic energy. You're one where you've been going through the most. Confirmations, this could be a reading as if you're seeing 1010, right? Whether it's through tarot, through numbers, synchronicities, but it's literally like cycles are closing out. There's always been something that's been blocking you. You feel, it's like every time you go towards something, there's like some sort of block or some sort of thing that's like leading you away. What I was getting was that you really needed to prove yourself almost worthy of having something because of some sort of karmic pattern, whether this is something that you had to process through, okay? And it could be something that was self-imposed you did to yourself, or it could have been some sort of like karmic block if you were associating with somebody where they were leading to like the blockage of it. You know how I always say over here, it's like how much work and energy you put into something. If you're surrounded by the wrong people that aren't meant to be benefactors of your success, right, or what you're building or whatever it is, they won't be allowed to see you in that light, and you won't be allowed to see yourself in that light, and as like all of that work that you're doing at building something. It's almost like your abundance will be hidden from you. It's one of those, because it's like if you don't truly see people for as they are, then you would be sharing all of your abundance and everything, you know what I mean, with them, and it would offset the balance of this world. Because why would you work for something and put in all of that time and energy and effort if other people get it effortlessly? Do you see what I mean? And I know that there has been injustices, right? Because a lot of you are saying like, what, this happens all the time, what is she talking about, right? I feel your energy is time is but an illusion. So you're here in the now, in this quantum realm, watching this with me as I'm creating it, right? If you don't understand what I'm saying, then you're not to the level of consciousness that I read for, as I read from 5 dimension and higher. So just go with it. Certain things could open up your frequency or levels of your mind, giving you, different things, right? I have different activators and key codes, different confirmations of things could be made to you through my readings. So definitely watch them. As no time is but an illusion, everything is simultaneously existing, past, present, and future. And we've been merging these realms. We've been merging the 5D to the 3D, getting rid of this lower, dense energy, right? Getting out of the darkness, rising above, right? As for a lot of you, like literally, like I told you, like for some of you, like fantasy, fairy tales, like those are I don't even know how to say it, like they're being I don't want to say exposed, and I don't want to say created, because they've already been created. For some of you, it's like your wildest dreams are about to play out in front of your eyes, because literally you're bringing it into this existence. That's what I said, to the dreamers, to the creators, to the ones that have that passion, that spark to create something, pursue something, do something, can activate that inner child at this time, fully being your true authentic self, being in your energy, creating whatever it is your heart desires. You're going to get just that. And that is what this new reality is a lot of us light warriors, ground crew. We are the ones that have been anchoring this energy, allowing for many to achieve their dreams and their desires. We've been holding the frequency. We've been merging the bridge. And that's where I come here with this message, is that this goes out to my light warriors. As I've been saying, my light workers, my healers, whatever you define yourself as here. If you found this channel, I've been telling you that ever since Lionsgate, I've been getting you're no longer a star seed, my dears. You are light warriors. You're not light workers, or I said the suckers. You're not, if you identified as a light worker, you are now a light warrior, because you have battled, you have, Every single trial and tribulation that you have went through has not stopped you from radiating this beautiful frequency of love. You've been anchoring this within the 144,000 frequency, the collective. We have been holding the frequency. We've been merging the bridge to this higher dimensional shift, right? And the doors, the gates are open. I've been telling all of you for the longest time over here, this beautiful loving energy that you've been the key holders. You've been given keys to just hold your frequency, whatever it is you want to create, these new realities, that you're bringing them into existence. For the chosen ones, that's why they're being elevated at this time, as God's source energy is doing just that, working in alignment with all of these vibrational frequencies, causing the separation, pushing us up. You know, this merge, this divide, this shift is very, very much happening at this time, although it doesn't look like it from the ground, right? Because we're here merging this energy and anchoring it. So it's kind of like we're seeing all the chaotic stuff that's closing out. And in alignment with this being in Mercury retrograde, it's, wow, look what I just caught in my hand. What is this? The 10 of Pentacles. See what I mean? Like, you could be hesitant at this time, really feeling that final push, like, you know what I mean? Like the enemy is really coming in hard, trying to make it look like things are not creating, but it's like the, do you see what I mean? Like all of this chaotic stuff that's going on, these are all of these cycles that are closing out at this time. They're, you're almost getting like a review of everything. And you always hear that saying that God's creating a table for you in front of your enemies, right? It's kind of like that's that collaboration too, because that is how a lot are going to see all of the work and everything that you've been doing. It's karmic justice. It needs to happen, right? They don't realize it's one of those things like chosen, you're often cloaked for your protection, because if everybody knew who you truly were, right, there wouldn't be tests, there wouldn't be, you know what I mean, they wouldn't learn. You would just have, you know what I mean, how people can be on their best behavior and they think somebody's watching, right? Little did they know God was always watching his chosen. So they were directly being monitored, every single thing that was done. I'm not going to get into all of that. I'm sure you can understand how heavily. That's why, you know, that's why people notice too that you have favor, right? Because something is never going to truly harm you. Everything was just being watched, right? But you held this frequency, right? So for a lot of you, like, I get it. This, you're waiting for things to materialize, right? But these these things are going to be coming in. You could already be seeing the glitches and already like, no, did I just see that? That's something that like I create. What? Like you're it's going to leave you speechless. You're not going to have words of what to say. I've already been experiencing these moments where it's like all of a sudden I get like shifted and I truly see, I'm like, that's everything that I was creating. That's everything. Like what? It's right there. Like what? How is it right there? Like that sort of stuff is happening. And yes, it is okay to shift at this time. All you just have to do is just let go. Anything that is holding you on the timeline, on the reality, on the level that you're at. That's why a lot of major decisions are needing to be made at this time. And a lot, it's between you and divine, God's source energy, right? So I've been saying too, it's time to just be in this beautiful energy, right? That's how you also choose the path, right? Is being in this beautiful energy, because the lower vibrational 3D matrix that's collapsing and falling is trying to pull you down with it. And that's why it feels so heavy, right? They're showing me like all the Care Bears, right? You know when the Care Bears get in alliance and they were fighting something, I guess, when they all would shine and their light would radiate from their stomach, right? From their belly, like the solar plexus. Like that's literally what we've been doing to merge this light through Lionsgate. So for some of you, like after that extreme amount of having to shine your light, you're needing to rest, okay? But know that it's still elevated. All of that light shining that we did, holding the frequency, we raised the vibrational energetic level of this planet. Do you know how significant that is? So you need to rest now. So for a lot of you, you could literally be feeling it, waking up, feeling very weak, lethargic, like for almost you're fighting things. Because the only fight is not just in the 3D realm. This battle has been throughout all the realms. So for some of you, you're fighting here in the physical 3D realm. You're going to sleep. You're fighting in the 5D realm and other realms. You know, this is about merging. There's resistance and fighting in every realm as we've been merging these down together, right? So for a lot of you, you could be feeling this in your nervous system, not finding times to relax, things like that, feeling this chaotic energy, because it's what the enemy's trying to do too, trying to keep you in this state to stop you from creating, because that's ultimately how you're merging with it, right? Once you reach this level where you no longer let these affect your emotional state, and the more you can stay calm is how you're ascending up. And see, like, it's harder for us as chosen ones, light workers, light warriors, earth angels, healers, whatever you may define yourself as, right? Because we're constantly fighting and stabilizing. It's like we're fighting the bridge as we're going across it. But look, 6 of Wands, 8 of Cups. Victory, success. You don't think that we're protected and that you have protection. Maybe for some of you, just to remember that, right? For some of you, it's like battles are even being fought on your behalf that you're unaware of, because we're on this frequency. There's many times that I ask for help from my star family. I give me stuff to them. When I can't handle, I just ask, and they elevate me up, and then it's taken care of, right? And maybe you're starting to realize that, or has that been happening to you? Just all of a sudden things are taken care of and stuff like that. Because whenever you need help, it is there, available for you. Just ask for it, because remember, we came down here wanting to be fighters. So it's one of these, like, if you want help, you got to ask for it. Or, you know what I mean? And it's not a sign of weakness, right? Because we are doing a lot. Okay, so I want to get back into the cards, right? I took over with channel messages. So right away, the 10 of Pentacles, 6 of Wands. It's meant for you to get seen, getting everything that you desire. So I think for a lot of you, like, maybe you're needing to work through your confidence issue at this time. Because for some of you, you've been balancing your shadow side and your light side. And maybe because of all of these battles and this closing out of this frequency, you've needed to be more in your shadow side energy. So for some of you, you may be thinking, like, you know how it makes it look like you're stepping back, you know what I mean, that you're getting pushed back, but it's not. The fact that you've even been acknowledging that you've been using your shadow side, defending yourself, and then feeling that energy and seeing that, and then feeling back, you know what I mean? Just now release that. It's showing that you're, it's part of this transitional energy. I don't even know how else to explain it. It's part of the merging of these, right? Because see, we have that compassion to feel that, and others don't. And that's where it was getting out of control, as everybody started to use their shadow side, their dark side, and it just started building, and there was no softening up that. There was no balancing, like it got out of control. I don't feel like everybody's understanding this. But anyway, this, you are worthy of this. Even though it may not seem like it in the moment, because maybe you haven't been being on your light side, because we needed you in the dark side. Like, this was already coming to you. It's just been being protected. Like I said, for some of you, like, it was protected from you too. Like, if you knew you were accumulating all of this, then you would just know that, and it would still affect who you were going to let be around you, right? You wouldn't have walked away from certain individuals, right, that were not worthy of it. Because for a lot of you, we need to be learning how to have boundaries, right? Protection. So a lot of these blocks, a lot of you were blocked off from certain things, right? But victory and success was always yours, right? You needed to have boundaries. And for some of you needed to have boundaries, and then you needed to work on your confidence level, knowing that you're worthy of these. I know that's been my final step, is knowing that I'm deserving of everything, right? Because a lot of times, you know, we feel what everyone does, right? Why are these things happening to me and things like that. Chosen know that, you know, we're here clearing out karma situations, transmuting. We're here on divine work. A lot of the things that we're transmuting out are not even our own. Not our own things, right? So it's a different, maybe you need to be remembered of that, okay? It's all just a mindset at this time. And I know it's hard too, because needing to disconnect from some individuals and leave them behind, right? Because they're just not getting it. And that's also been, you know, a struggle at this time, is knowing that not everybody gets to go with, right? All right, but justice is here, this Ace of Wands. So these new beginnings are coming in, but for a lot, they've been hidden. Like I said, for a lot of you, you have been cloaked. So people can't see you in your true energy, right? And because of that, it protects you and them. So some could be starting to really be revealed who you are at this time. For some, maybe that's the final part that you need. For the confidence to go up, but then you're going to be just, it's still going to be missed opportunities. Okay, you're going to know it's still your time to go, but it's part of the karma, right? For some of you, you need to know that they see you now, and that now they have to work through the karma that they incurred upon you. Because for a lot of you, you've had so many up against you doing the most, right? Black magic, spell work, even if it may have just been through gossiping, fighting, rivalry, competition, doing the most to try to stop you from doing your divine work. So you're going to be celebrating 3 of Cups to the 4 of Cups. Like I said, 5-5, major change, 5 of Pentacles. For some of you, you know, you were put into those energies, right? But now this new beginning that the devil has been so trying to stop you from seeing and getting and obtaining, it's yours, baby. It's yours. There's a collaboration coming in for you, 3 of Pentacles. So it's there. So just, you need to just release and let go. And that's what I've been saying too. Like, now's the time to let go. Pull your energy back to center, to self, heal yourself. Like I said, for a lot of you, while we were merging this light, all of this chaos, fighting and everything was breaking out all around, right? And yeah, it's now time to be elevated up. And for a lot of you, that is big movements and major change. Like, I'm going to tell you what, like, nobody ever sees a leader or anybody to do something very, very big and successful. Like, nobody ever sees them as that in the hometown that they grew up. And a lot of times not even in their own families. Because the perceptions of others, like, you exceed the perceptions of everybody around you. That's why it's often you have to make that major movement and dramatically changing your life, right? And often, and even though it's like not everybody celebrates, even still, even knowing, right? There's always that resistance, right? And it's like broken people hurt people. They hurt people. They don't know. If you look at it as maybe like if you're getting a rise out of somebody, you're getting energy out of them, it's because you're triggering them. They're showing you something. It's like a broken person. All they can see is broken, but they're noticing something. So when somebody is reacting, even in negative ways and saying negative things, and they're still responding because they see something in you. And it just, that's the only way that they know how to react. And it's like you need to have boundaries for your protection, right? Because the time is over for us to just constantly be transmuting. It's now pulling it back to self. It's now time for the next phase of your mission. because you're going to heal so many souls by them seeing you living your true authentic self and them seeing you in your beauty and in your grace. And you can't be in that energy when you're always on the ground. That's what I'm saying. Like, for some of you, you're no longer part of the ground crew. Star seeds, you've turned into star blossoms now. That's why royalty codes have been getting activated. It's time for a lot of you to step into your new phase and to get your royalties, to get your monies, to get your inheritances, right? For a lot of you too, where inheritances were stolen and taken, because a lot of chosen ones had certain inheritances and things set up for their mission works and for things that they were going to do, and for some, family got involved and took those. It was always watched and monitored. For some, it was part of the plan, right? It was a trap. So maybe because of that, they've been seeing you go through the most that they created for you, down pathways you shouldn't have been. I was getting like labyrinth, down the darkness. For some of you, it's like you've went down the rabbit hole, and then in there you've fallen deeper and deeper and deeper, right? But God, divine source, is reinstating everything with interest. 21:11 on the clock as I say that. You're getting, everything's getting multiplied and amplified, everything that you had to go through. It's part of karmic justice. So for some, they now get to see this, and literally that's just their karma. 5 of Pentacles, right? It's justice. Did you see that? Justice. So this major shift is happening. For some of you too, there's that 10 of Pentacles. And you could be seeing too the masks, seeing people in their true authentic energy. There's a lot of clarity that's coming about that's going to be helpful too for some of you to see, but you're definitely going to be getting a new perspective, right? Showing me inversion, that's been coming out. Lessons learned, enlightenment, unique perspective, altruism, sacrifice, dedication, flexibility. A break the past, stagnation. Yeah, for some of you, you're going to realize these timelines that you were on, that they're over. 5 of Cups. It's like for some of you, you could be getting the realization, like, look at all of the time and energy and work I put into this, and it's still cycling back to the beginning. They're still doing the things that they did at the very beginning. So you could be starting to be seeing like the repeat of a cycle, right? But not for you, because you're transmuting this out. You've manifested with all of the love and the light and the fighting that maybe that you weren't even aware. You're starting to see it. You know, it's one of those, like, all that time and energy that you put into stuff, it goes somewhere. That's why never give up on your dreams, your desires, your passion. Because it always goes somewhere. And sometimes you have to make those movements to reach it, right? So for some of you, like, you're seeing just that. You're seeing why situations, why they were blocked from you, why you weren't seeing them, right? And this is divine too. Divine starts like a judgment's being called. Enough's enough. It's time for things to be fair, and that's also because we have reached Lionsgate of 2024. This is the Infinity Stargate. This infinite abundance, this flow is available to you. Like for a lot of you, literally, you get to access the new earth. All you have to do is just let go and ascend to these higher timelines. There's no more blockages. It's just the last blockage is just letting things end. Just letting them go. Letting go. Whether, you know, what's holding you, heartbreak, pain, sadness, you know, fear, any of those things, just let them go. For some of you, you know, just let them go. That's how you're going to show others to reach your level too. They just have to do the healing. Like I said, this is how you're going to heal a lot more than where you're at now. It's like you can't heal anymore where you're at. The healing for the next phase is by you healing yourself and showing others how to do that. By you releasing, letting go. Because for a lot of you, there was always destined endings. And you've been fighting to hold on to these and not let them end. And time's up. So that was the transmission. Well, they said transmission because they were coming through. Star Family is definitely coming through. Transmission / tarot for the energies of 813. Love and light. I love you. Bye.